Today I'm going to talk to you about Kodak Super Gold 400. This is now sadly discontinued film. I believe that it was discontinued about just under 10 years ago. So the roll that I shot earlier this summer was very much expired by at least around 10 years or so. This is the box that it came in, and thankfully I managed to get the last roll from this pack, and I shot it with the Pentax 17, which means that it was shot as a half frame, in a half frame format, because that's what the Pentax 17 does. Because this was expired, I actually shot it at ISO 200. That's one of the nice features actually of the Pentax 17. Even though it's kind of more of a sort of semi-automatic camera, you can set the ISO manually, which then, helps with exposing things correctly. Since the film roll that I got, I believe, expired in 2014, I therefore shot it overexposed by one stop. So instead of ISO 400, I shot it at ISO 200. In these first shots, you're seeing how it behaves in full daylight, full sun, and you can see that the colors are warm and vibrant, and that in spite of the film being expired and also this being half frame format, there's a good amount of detail in these shots for my purposes. By overexposing by one stop, I hope to have sort of compensated for the chemistry kind of decay in the film, since it's been expired for almost a decade. And that's basically the rule of thumb that I've read and that I've been told about, which is one stop for every 10 years that film has been expired. The next set of photos are actually when I took a work trip to Stockholm. So the first one you see now, you're going to see kind of lower light kind of situations. So the first one is in the airport, and you can see how dawn is kind of portrayed with this film. The next set of shots are in this in downtown Stockholm, and you're seeing dusk being reflected in that modern building, and also in the water in that sort of monument pool. I really like the colors in this set of pictures. Fantastic vibrance and detail. Just classic Kodak colors. While the overall kind of tone of the photographs are warm, I don't feel like it's overdone. I really feel that it captured the scene as it was. So there was that warmth in the scene already, and the film merely enhances it. Also, compared to other expired film stocks that I've shot, these colors are a little bit saturated, but ultimately true to life. And again, this is now in low light, ISO 200, so half frame as well. So we're really pushing the boundaries of this film's kind of resolving power and performance. Finally, the shot there with the flags, you can see again, more optimal light conditions, how the film behaves. The color is punchy but true to life, as I mentioned before, and it's very pleasing, just with that warm quality that is not overdone. So really, really great performance considering the state of the film and the format that I'm shooting it in, half frame. And these scans, I didn't ask for any sort of high quality scans. This was the standard resolution. So these are fairly, normal resolution, then divide by 2 because it's half frame. I feel that there's still plenty of decent detail in these shots. It's interesting to see how this expired film responds to bright situations and low light situations. I feel like in bright situations you have warmth and you have a pretty decent sort of dynamic range, and then in low light situations, maybe because of its expired characteristics, it loses some of that dynamic range, but then you sort of get a bit of a boost in color saturation, and obviously the light character changes, so the colors kind of change as well. But it's very pleasing, even when shot at ISO 200. Hopefully this video has shown you what a expired roll of Kodak Super Gold 400 is capable of. To be fair, I think, again, this roll was fairly well preserved, so obviously your mileage may vary depending on the sourcing of any expired roll that you get. But hopefully this video gave you an idea of what's possible with this film, with this expired film.